But now you can get moving pictures in your own home. These machines have gone out of fashion, except for one corner of Britain where they're alive and well.
And this is a modern mechanical moving model. I'll just shove another 10 pence to keep it going a bit longer. This, as you can see, is a circus scene with all the things going on and a tightrope artist above it. This is just one of 50 models that's on at a very special exhibition in London's Covent Garden Market. It's called the Cabaret Mechanical Theatre. And that's just what it is. It's loads and loads of scenes that all come to life, either at the press of a button or the slotting in of a 10 pence piece.
Yeah, and it's good to know that the craft of making these models has been revived. This is one of the most eye-catching in the display. It is, of course, Noah's Ark, weathering the storms. And if you look closely, you can see Mr. Noah there. He's looking out to see what the weather's like. It's obviously atrocious. He's steering the boat. Mrs. Noah's having to swab the decks to stop all the water coming over the top. And then the animals are all hiding in the warmth of the portholes, just having a look out. The snake here, look, is so big and so long, he's had to put his head through one porthole and his tail through the other. And somebody else who looks like they're going through all the storms is the aquatic taxi. That's the name of this piece down here. And then it looks a bit like the Isle of Man tin bath race. And they're going to the beach. So those two really do make a good watery double act. And also water's been the inspiration for this piece. This is called the Shipwreck Wave Machine. If you look at it too closely, you could become a bit seasick. All the sailors are drowning, but what's cheering them up a bit is that beautiful mermaid. She'd cheer up anybody, wouldn't she? She's looking after all the drowning sailors. But I think the most fantastical design has got to be this skeleton. If you look at it at first, you think, well, that's not much to look at. But then when you look closely and you see what the skeleton's doing, inside is eating all these people. They're becoming his intestines. And they're going all the way down into the bowels of hell, a bit like the BBC canteen. And what are the demons eating? Are they eating bits of the people that have been eaten? Are they eating junk food? Somebody's playing pool, somebody's watching the television. There's brown sauce and red sauce and salt and pepper. Incredible. Really puts you off your tea, doesn't it?
Well, some of the smaller models haven't got quite so many moving parts, but they're really funny. Like this chap here, who's eating spaghetti in the bar. Very strange sort of thing to do. And as he lifts the spaghetti up to his mouth, you can see that out the taps is coming sort of tomato and ketchup. I don't know what it is. I think he's eating spaghetti carbonara. Another one here is of it's a schoolroom scene. I suppose it could be a schoolroom scene from something like Grange Hill. There's the teacher there giving all the pupils a bit of stick. But as the sign says, teacher rules OK. Another one is called the Last Dodo. Now, the last dodo, as you may know, was a bird that was hunted to extinction by man, and this is a bunch of sailors about to dig into the last roast dodo ever to be eaten. Now, this last dodo, as well as the skeleton model that Mark showed you, has been made by someone who's been crazy about making models all his life. He's called Paul Spooner, and he's got a book out at the moment. It's called Spooner's Moving Animals. And the good thing about this book is that you can make things from it, not out of wood, but out of the thick pages that the book comes in. Now, they are a bit fiddly to do these, so and they require a sharp knife. So if you'd like to make them, really, you should get a grown-up to help you. But going on next to the book is all the kind of things that you can actually make out of the book. There's see what's going to happen, what's going to move first. It's all gone a bit quiet. There goes the wedding cake. The wedding cake shoots up. There's jackals mowing the lawn down here, and up the top there's 4 sort of estate agents on a very long horse. Off they go. Hysterical. Now, if you find, as you probably would, a bit difficult to make this book, make these models from this book, and it's a bit expensive, by the way. It's published by Virgin. It costs £9.99. But in the studio today, we have Paul Spooner, who's going to show us how to make something relatively simple.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm glad that racket stopped. What is this?
Well, this is about as simple as I could make it. It's made out of...
What is it, though? It's
a dog that
It's a
bites.
dog.
Look. It works like that. Made out of 6 of these boxes.
Yeah.
Well, 7 if you include the legs.
And how do you stick them all together?
Well, I've used masking tape, because you can paint over the masking tape and then you can hardly see it.
I suppose then you can paint it any colour that you want.
Well, yes, it was meant to look like your dog, Bonnie, but I must have got the colours a bit wrong. We can change it later.
What are his eyeballs made out of?
Well, that's this kind of yoghurt carton with a little flange on the side so you can stick around it to hold it on.
And these bits sticking up, what are they for?
That's not quite finished here. If you take one of these socks...
These are not yours?
No, they're my son's.
That's
You'll
his
have me
ears.
back later. That's about it. Yeah. I'll get it right there.
Very nice touch.
Yes.
Now, the bit that's difficult is the actual mechanics of it. How do we get the mouth to open and close?
Well, you've got to take a bite out of there, so there's clearance for this jaw bit to work.
I see. So I kind of lob off a corner of one of the two of the boxes.
Yeah, not too hard. But what we've got to do now is make this mechanical bit. This is the engineering part. We slide this broomstick that's got this tin can screwed onto it and a handle on the end into here. You've got to steer it through the front end.
All right. That's it. Push. That's it.
Gone.
Yep.
Good. And then the bit of string loops around there. When you turn the handle, see it pulls the string.
Gets them moving now.
Not too hard.
Very good, that. Now, that obviously is probably a bit complicated, but if you'd like to make Paul Spooner's mechanical dog, just send a stamped address envelope and we'll send you out the details. Have we got anything else to show us?
Well, this little spin-off technology here, that's a hippo made out of a potato, a hippotato, if you like, one ear gone, works on the same principle, matchsticks for teeth, paint inside.
Another one of your inventions. He's lost one of his ears there, hasn't he?
It's gone, yeah, we'll find it later.
That's brilliant. Thanks for coming in today, Paul, with all your models. And they've started up again.
Well, looking at these, it's obvious why some people are interested in mechanical models. And if you are, and you fancy seeing some of them a bit closer, or you fancy even having a go at working them, and you're in London over the holidays, then go along and see the Cabaret Mechanical Theatre. They are at Covent Garden Market, and they're there every day of the year, from 10:30 every day until 7 at night. Admission is £1 for adults, 50p for children. But as usual, if you've got your Blue Peter badge, you can get in for nothing.